Around Congressman George Santos, voters and lawmakers rallied in Queens calling for him to resign after Santos lied about much of his resume. Protesters asking the question, where's George? They want answers. This, as at least 7 House Republicans are also calling on him to step down. Eyewitness News reporter Shantae Lands in Douglaston, Queens with the story. Shantae.
Well, Joe, voters gathered here outside of George Santos' district office here in Queens. The name Tom Suozzi, a Democratic congressman, the last one, still bears the name outside of this office. But still, as you mentioned, they want to find him, and they're using the social media to do it. From the signs, even donned by a dog, these Queens and Long Island voters stood out front of their District 3 congressman's office to ask, where's George?
We are encouraging everyone in this district who is outraged like we are. When you see George Santos, post a picture of him with the hashtag Where's George.
The newly formed group called Concerned Citizens of New York 03 want Congressman George Santos to resign.
I'm 17 years old. I should be in school, but I'm here because of the lies.
They say they don't want to wait for an investigation of the House Ethics Committee. They're calling on all U.S. House of Representatives to expel George Santos with a 2/3 vote if he does not resign.
In theory, and probably under law, the House can expel a member. It's very, very rare.
Congressman Santos admitted to lying to voters about where he worked, lived, went to school, and his own Jewish heritage. This as federal and state prosecutors are investigating the $700,000 Santos lent his campaign when he only earned $55,000. Yesterday, in an online interview on Steve Bannon's War Room, Santos said once again that he is not stepping down.
I was elected by 142,000 people. Until those same 142,000 people tell me they don't want me, we'll find out in 2 years.
How dare he? How dare he put the burden on the people that he lied to?
We're going to keep up the pressure, and if we have to get 142,000 signatures, we're ready to go do it.
They launched a petition on change.org with so far about 6,000 signatures. Santos's district office, meanwhile, which is open in Douglaston, Queens, still bears the name of former Democratic Congressman Tom Suozzi. Nassau Republicans say they are no longer dealing with him.
They've made arrangements so that calls that would normally go to his office will be handled by other officials. That's extraordinary. I can't remember in 45 years of covering politics to have ever seen anything like that.
And since Congressman Santos said yesterday that he will step down if his 142,000 voters tell him to, well, that petition that started since yesterday, in just one day, it went from 500 signatures to more than 6,000.